In our last video, we told you the story behind Warwick Castle, its history, and also showed you around much of the castle. However, there was a large part of the castle that we didn't manage to fit into one video. For example, many bedrooms and the mill and the river. The response to our last video has been great, and we left our tour in the state dining rooms, the ornate and grand room used to house royalty, including the current Queen of England. What was certain in our last video was that Warwick Castle was a castle fit for purpose. From hosting dinner parties fit for royalty to punishing prisoners of the realm, Warwick was an effective fortification. In this video, we will finish the tour that we started by first visiting the other parts of the keep. Remember, if you do enjoy our videos, please make sure to subscribe. This part of the video begins by visiting the Royal Weekend Party exhibition, in which dominates many of the rooms in this part of the castle. This part of the castle is set out as if the Countess of Warwick, Daisy Greville, was hosting a party in 1898, which she did. At this party was the Prince of Wales, who would later become Edward VII. Also present was Winston Churchill, Lord Curzon, and many other people from high society. This first room is a music room. It was designed as a space for the ladies to gather and listen to music that would be performed. It features a 19th century piano and was played by Paolo Tosti, who became the music master for the royal family in 1880. The smoking room was known as this because Daisy did not allow smoking in some of her apartments and rooms. This space was used as a place where men could smoke and play cards. Daisy's bedroom shows off what the Countess's taste in fashion would have been like. This room is full of lighter, fresher colours and fabrics which would have been the height of 1890s fashion. Daisy's wealth saw her rub shoulders with the highest class in society, and she would become the mistress of Edward VII. She is allegedly the inspiration behind the song "Daisy, Daisy, Give Me Your Answer Do." The Earl's bedroom sits just off the corridor from the Countess's bedroom, and is decorated very differently, in a less feminine manner. The Dowager bedroom is kept ready for Lady Anne Greville. There are a number of paintings and portraits that adorn the walls that reflect Anne's love of art. Anne was an extremely talented artist. After a devastating fire in 1871, much of the castle's interior was destroyed and damaged. It is thanks to the Dowager Countess Anne who helped to repair much of the castle to how it looks today. The guest bedroom would have been used by guests of the party to get ready for the evening. Their belongings would have been brought up to this room by the household staff upon arrival, with their clothes laid out for them. This next room is a nursery, in which the children of the household or of the guests would be looked after whilst the adults would be enjoying themselves and having an evening of partying and extravagance. The Kenilworth Bedroom is one of the most ornate rooms in the castle. It was named after Kenilworth Castle, as the wooden frieze was originally for Robert Dudley, the Earl of Leicester. It was commissioned for Elizabeth I's visit to Kenilworth, in which Dudley attempted to woo romantically the Queen. It is considered the most haunted room in the castle, with a number of ghost sightings being reported in this room, and increased activity during seances. The grounds and gardens at Warwick Castle continue to connote a sense of grandeur, which is aimed at impressing guests. The Peacock Garden sits in front of the Conservatory, and is named after the peacocks that freely roam around this part of the castle. It features a rather ornate fountain in the centre of the garden. The Conservatory was built in 1786 by a local mason. It serves as a focal point of the gardens and was used to display the Warwick vase, which is a magnificent piece of Roman pottery that was excavated near Tivoli in Italy. It's a rather impressive and ornate structure, of which today houses a cafe. The final building of Warwick Castle is the impressive mill and engine house. Ever since the 14th century, a mill has been present on the site. It was originally made to grind corn, and in the 17th century an engine house was built for pumping water into the castle. In 1880, a fire destroyed all the machinery inside the mill, except for the water wheel. It was later changed to accommodate electricity. Next to the mill is an eel box in which eels would have been caught to feed the guests, and at the time this was considered a delicacy. The River Avon that Warwick Castle sits upon offers a huge importance strategically. It offered good trade links and transportation, as well as a natural defence. Today the river offers a beautiful scene for some of the castle's visitors. In particular, when we visited, it was a lovely day. However, there had been a lot of rain in England, of which you can see some extremely high water levels. Overall, it's been a huge pleasure to visit Warwick Castle and talk about its history and show you around over the past 2 videos. If you haven't already seen our first video, please make sure you check this out. Please just follow the link below in the description to see this. Thank you for watching. Over the next few weeks we have videos from Dowager Castle to come, as well as a hidden Victorian fortress which we were able to explore. To support the channel, please subscribe. Once again, thank you.